Hi, my name is Coldbeer and let's start with Blacktail. Here the choice is yours. Will you become the guardian of the woods or the terror nightmares are made of? You play as Yaga, a 16-year-old girl accused of witchcraft and expelled from medieval settlement. Well, I know what I would be doing after that. Definitely not helping poor folk from the aforementioned village to heal their sick cattle. No, I would rather secretly put pineapple into their potato salad. Anyway, here you will decide the fate of the land and its inhabitants, and witness the impact of your decisions on your skills through an implemented morality system. Craft arrows and potions, hunt wild animals and gather resources to survive in the ominous woods. People on Steam are saying that the game feels more mature than the visuals it provides, and the story is really dark and captivating. Observer, System Redux. This is a cyberpunk horror game where you will discover a dark world beset by plagues and war. You will take on the role of the new frontline of neural police as you hack into the jagged minds of the insane. So as you hack into the unstable minds of criminals and victims to look for clues, you will relive their darkest fears, forcing you to question your own reality and your own sanity. You know, maybe you are the one who's actually insane. All in all, this is a dark, psychological horror detective game, so be sure you have the mental balls to play it. The game is not for everyone, but if you like creepy sci-fi stories, it's definitely your spoon of potato salad. People on Steam are saying that the game is kinda scary, but really nicely welded together and is an absolutely unique experience. Red Dead Redemption 2. Here you are, an outlaw on the run. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on your heels, you and your gang must rob, steal and fight your way across the heartland of America in order to survive. Well, the main story is all about that, but honestly all you will do here is free ride your horse all over the map, do casual quests for the NPCs you encounter, and will be occasionally killed by a bear. There is an urban myth that if you stay completely still in the game, the bear will leave you alone. I never tested that. I usually panic, shoot the bear to the leg or a butt, and, you know, then I die. This game is serious, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's full of really funny unexpected events and situations. On the other hand, the story is decent and some of your actions have serious consequences. Like, you know, shooting a bear to a butt will have consequences of your death. Main story will take about 50 hours from your boring life, and all the online content can take 10 times more. You know, those are the same creators as of GTA games. They really know how to pin your attention for a long time, so be sure you have it. Detroit: Become Human. Here decisions will dramatically alter how the game's intense, branching narrative plays out. Your choices really matter, not like in real life. Basically, the whole game is built around your choices. You can't do anything here except to choose what to do in certain situations. Well, also you move around a little and search for clues, but that's kinda it. And every decision you make, no matter how small, affects the outcome of the story. And in this game, no playthrough will be exactly the same. You can replay again and again to discover a totally different conclusion, sometimes absolutely unexpected one. Well, let's be honest, you probably won't do that many times, but it's nice to know that the ending you got is really unique. Also, you can try the free demo version on Steam. Hell Let Loose. This is a hardcore World War II first-person shooter with epic battles consisting of 100 players, with infantry, tanks, artillery, a dynamically shifting frontline, and a unique resource-based RTS-inspired metagame. People on Steam are saying that 80% of the time you will spend either dead, walking, or under artillery fire. You can spawn half of the time without getting insta-killed by bombs or accurate bullets, but the fact is that you don't mind. Those few moments when you kill somebody who has just spawned are precious, and you would not give them up for anything. And very positive reviews of this game ain't gonna let me lie to you. Only disadvantage here is the price. It's still quite high. Well, not as high as Snoop Dogg or Seth Rogen though. The Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, the Amulet of Chaos. This is a humoristic approach to the serious CRPG genre. The story and whole game is based on a classic humoristic French radio show, so it's filled with French humor. You know, everything is about the baguettes and Eiffel Tower. Also, if you are British, for you this game on Steam costs a few times more than for everyone else, and by buying it you must accept the terms that you agree that France is a way more developed country than United Kingdom is. Then you get a 10% discount. Well, that is of course not true, that was some Lithuanian humor for you, but I guess they could really implement that as a joke as well. Anyway, here you'll find exciting battles with creative support mechanics between team members and an adaptive difficulty system, from an accessible and fun story mode with simplified combat to the nightmare mode, where the smallest tactical errors will doom you. Here you'll also encounter more than 100 enemies and epic boss battles. And you know, not every game must have a serious story, sometimes we all need to relax, and this game might be just it. Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. I usually don't put games with mixed Steam review score in my list, except I always make an exception for Ubisoft games because people hate DRM and the pathetic Ubisoft launcher and not the game itself. Also, you know, the point is that if you have an agenda, only not buying their games can prevent Ubisoft from trash littering the launch mechanism, not a negative review when you already gave them your money. You know, you saw this launcher immediately, you could have refunded the game, but you chose to be a hypocrite instead. Shame on you. But mixed reviews of Wolcen Lords of Mayhem is quite another story. This is almost AAA action RPG that was filled with bugs to the brim. You know, one dude on Steam says,
"Quest was glitched 10 hours into the game. I came back 2 years later, restarted the game, and the same glitch is still here. I can't even finish the story."
When you read comments like that, it's fair that you want to go straight past this game, but there is one but. I know, we all have one but. The last 200 reviews are in the very positive score range, and quite a few guys who leave a positive review have 20 or more hours of playtime recorded, meaning that the game right now is probably in way better state than ever before, and with the price like that, maybe it's time to risk it. Green Hell. Game feels like Wrath, The Forest and Far Cry Primal had a baby, and very positive reviews are saying to us that this baby is not ugly and you shouldn't give up it for adoption. This time, here you are left alone in a jungle without any food or equipment, trying to survive and find your way out. Clinging to life, you have to go on a journey of durability, as the effects of solitude weigh heavy not only on your body but also on the mind. How long can you survive against the dangers of the unknown? Knowing you, probably not very long. You know, me as well, when I watch survival shows, especially the one called Alone, I'm always thinking that I would never give up and I would win the money no matter what, not like these other people. But the truth is, I would probably slip on some snail and die on the third day. Or, you know, I probably would be attacked and eaten by a bunch of these, which is a terrible fate. So here, constantly threatened by the jungle, you'll fight with both wild animals and tropical illnesses. You will also have to face the traps set by your own mind and fears that crawl out of the darkness of the endless jungle. Enjoy the game alone or with friends. Superhot. Yes, it's you, my friend, never doubt that. But also this very entertaining, but also a very short game. The main campaign will take only about 3 hours to complete. He will not find the regenerating health bars, no conveniently placed ammo drops. Here it's you, alone, outnumbered and outgunned. You will have to snatch weapons from fallen enemies and dodge through a truly cinematic hurricane of bullets. Superhot is a real slow-motion ballet, where your every move must be calculated. Most people are praising the graphic style of Superhot, but I don't like it. Graphic-wise, it feels like an unfinished game for me. But hey, it's just me. Game has 90% of positive reviews, so if you like how it looks, you will definitely like how it plays. And now let's take a look at GOG.com and their discounts. This week, beautiful but dark adventure game Plague Tale: Innocence, almost a book-like experience in Other Waters, Viking horror Absolo End of Gods, and many others have great discounts. Click on my safe affiliate link in the description below and explore the goodies by yourself. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time, bye!